Today we're making one of my all-time favorite waffle recipes. It's buckwheat blender waffles. And I love it so much because you just throw it all in a blender jar, whiz it up, and you're good to go. You can scale these up and batch cook them. I went through a phase where this was my breakfast every single day for almost a year. And I would batch cook them on a Sunday and I would throw them in the freezer so I would have an easy weekday breakfast. All you gotta do is pop them in the toaster from frozen and you are good to go. My original recipe was a vegan recipe, but trying to add more protein in now, so I've swapped out some of the water for eggs, but feel free to make this vegan and use all water. I'll leave instructions down below for both. So far we've dumped all of our dry ingredients into our blender jar. Now we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla, and then we're gonna get to our water and or our egg water mixture. For this batch size, we want 1 cup of liquid going into this. So you can either use 1 cup water, 1 cup milk of choice, or you can use up to 4 eggs and then top your 1 cup measuring cup up to 1 cup. And I've tested this with 0 eggs, with 2 eggs, and 4 eggs, and it's worked out just fine every time. We're gonna dump that in, then we're gonna get the lid on the blender and we're gonna blend it up. You can use any blender that you have. You don't need a high-speed blender for this, but just blend it until it's nice and smooth. And then I like to transfer it to a mixing bowl after, only because I find that the buckwheat is on the denser side and likes to settle out. So every time I take a scoop of batter to fill my waffle maker, I like to give it a little stir. So having it in a bowl makes it easy to do that. So now that our batter is nicely blended, we're gonna get our little waffle maker heating up. This is the Dart mini waffle maker. It makes some waffles about the size of like one of those Eggo frozen waffles. And this recipe makes perfectly 8 of these mini waffles. And we're gonna start by spraying our waffle iron with some cooking spray. I've got an avocado spray here. Gonna give it a spray. I like to spray it every 2 waffles or so if you notice it's starting to stick, but I find the second one doesn't need it. And then we're gonna fill it up. And I don't have an amount, but I fill it until it just covers the squares and close it up. And then I set a timer for 3 minutes and it came out perfect. So now we're just gonna repeat this until we've used up all our batter and made 8 of them. I really love to top these waffles with a blueberry sauce. So I'm gonna just get a sauce pot going with a couple cups of frozen blueberries. And you can add a little splash of water or a splash of maple syrup to get it cooking down a little quicker, because I find when they're frozen solid, there's no juice in there to kind of get cooking. And if you want it a little sweeter, you can use the maple syrup, like I said, or you can add a tablespoon or so of sugar or sweetener of choice. I just let it cook until it was heated through and the blueberries were no longer frozen, but you can cook it longer if you wish to make it a thicker kind of jammy consistency, whereas mine's a liquidy sort of syrupy consistency. And to add even more protein, I took a half cup of yogurt and added a scoop of protein powder in it and stirred that in to make a fluffy yogurt topping. And then add the berry sauce, and then I'm going to sprinkle on some walnuts for some good fats. And there you have it, my favorite waffle recipe.